Hello there, Sean B.W. Parker here, and I hear that Rishi Sunak wants to ban the sale of disposable vapes and fancy packaging by the end of the year or something, after having said that anybody born after a certain age, the birth of Jupiter, I think, will never be able to buy cigarettes themselves. Fantastic. Well, firstly, Rishi Sunak isn't elected. So why is he doing this kind of thing? He's a banker, sort out the economy, do that. It seems to have served you well. That's all you're really necessary for. Whomever wins the next election, interfering with the cultural health life of the country isn't really part of the mandate, is it? It's not imposing whatever standards that you think are appropriate for the British people, because we have our own, unhealthy or healthy as they are. There's very little evidence to suggest that the vaping is unhealthy. I know controversial. Some people have had their issues with it, but by and large, it's not some massive lung cancer thing, and that's why it was brought in the first place. I've been smoking fags since about 1992, since I was 17, and fantastic. About 5 years ago, I jacked it in for various reasons, expense being the main one of them. Though the breathing in Istanbul was a bit of a nightmare. But anyway, I consider them part of food, and it's a when you're a sensual person, sensual things like cigarettes and things like that is it's an argument that's never dealt with. You know, why not? Why can't I make that decision for myself? It's a sovereign right. Um, but anyway, I went over to vaping and seen some life, and it's like have various different machines. They're half as good. It's not the same experience. It's a synthetic thing, but I'm not some kid out there at 15 being attracted by packaging. Lots of people who vape aren't. It's a nicotine replacement. It's nicotine too. You get your throat kick. You get the sensual aspects of smoking that some of us like are contained within that. And the point is, it's got nothing to do with Rishi Sunak, who's a parachuted in person with motivations that are, depending on the person themselves, in the Italianization of the Conservative Party over the last 10 years of who are we going to have as PM next year. So Rishi, get your head out of our fags and booze. Well, actually, it's been quite good on booze because things in the shops are, depending on the alcohol content, the more expensive, which does actually make sense to a certain degree. Not that Scottish alcoholics might agree with me, or any other kind of alcoholics for that matter. But it's impinging on places where he has no mandate. Sort out the economy. That's what you're there for, and it's only because you're not Liz Truss that you're in there in the first place, or dare I say it, Boris Johnson. And yeah, so leave those fags alone.